What's up guys, it's day 298 on our journey to 2000, and in today's video we're going to play a 10-minute rapid game online. But before we get to that, I want to show you this 30-minute game I just played following my study guide, which I created using ChatGPT, and you could see that right here. And I actually updated it a bit just for my schedule, but Monday will be tournament game review, or if I played no tournament, then I'm going to analyze a master game from someone who plays one of my openings. Tuesday is opening study. Wednesday, tactical puzzles and blindfold chess. I probably don't have the opportunity to do this, so I'll do visualization exercises. Thursday is a classical game or tournaments or long time online game, basically. So I played a 30-minute game online. Friday is working on the Yusupov book, which is basically general stuff on chess stuff. Saturday is endgame study. Sunday, opening study. And then a few notes for monthly editions and stuff like that. Anyway, let me show you guys this game. And it's interesting that I made a blunder very early on, but I still supposedly played with 92.5% accuracy. So we go into the Vienna, and these first few moves I just kind of blitz out because I've gotten into this position so many times. But after this bishop move, I spent like 3 minutes thinking. And I was thinking basically, this check doesn't really work. But I was thinking, okay, I always play bishop d2. Is it the best move? What if I go a3? If I go a3, knight takes, he forks and wins my rook maybe? Maybe there's something else, but I was looking at that. If queen comes here, I actually didn't really analyze this much, but I don't want my queen to come out so early in the game, especially here, blocking my bishop's view. So bishop d2 kind of looked like the best move, so I played it. Then my opponent played c5, which I'm not used to. Really, I'm not used to this position, but I say, okay, I can take and I'll have split pawns, and this pawn's gonna attack my knight potentially, right? If I take here, it looks a little bit scary, and computer says, yeah, this is not that great. I mean, the other thing is takes, and my pawn structure is disgusting. So something like this, and you can tell this is super duper weak, and these two pawns at least are gonna fall. This one might even fall. So being up a pawn doesn't mean much here. And I might have a pawn minority, right? This is stronger than this. And then I'm just assuming all of these are going to fall. And these might get traded on. So it just doesn't look... It doesn't look great. It doesn't look like a great position to be in. So I kind of analyzed... I think normally in this position I would play something like knight e2. I consider taking. Of course, if he takes, I take back, and I'm just up a piece. Something like this. Now I'm just winning the game. Another thing about taking, though, is that he can take, and this is something I calculated. And after takes, his queen could get into the position, which I didn't like. Now, computer says it doesn't even matter because g3, and the bishop protects this pawn. And if you try to kick this away, probably even I can come here, or I can maybe even give up this bishop because I'm kind of gonna get this, and this doesn't look. Wait, what am I saying? The queen is hanging, so he can't do that. He has to get away first, this maybe this is a move, and it could become interesting. I didn't really analyze that deeply, but my move is just a blunder. And my move is a blunder because after takes, which I calculated, I thought there might be an intermezzo move of doing this. But actually, this is fine. I could kick the queen away and everything's okay. But even this is losing, basically because I'm going to lose the center pawn. Right? So after takes. Now if he takes the center pawn, I can take it. I can even castle and take it later, because this is very weak. He has no dark squared bishop. If he tries to do this, it doesn't matter. I could just go for this trade. And this is totally fine. So the big idea here is that he could take, and this is pinned because of the bishop. If I try to push it away, I'm just creating so many holes. I just remember seeing this is not that great. And then knight f4 is the move here. And there is no check again because of g3. I'm trying to target this. I'm probably going to try to target this. I probably should have analyzed it deeper, but it's just not good. Like after this, there's so much stuff going on, and in this position, it's just hard to do anything. I don't know. Like I would want to come here, right? To put immediate pressure here to block from checks. But computer says after knight c6, I guess the idea is my bishop is closed off, and that's not great. For example, if I try to do this, right? This might look, oh wow, what a smart idea, because then you trade everything and everything's fine. But the idea here is that after taking, he could check and then win this, right? And now this is just down a piece, so that doesn't work. So I guess that's why knight f4 and knight c6, and I guess it becomes hard to play. These pawns are pushed so far out. Obviously, I can only really castle here, and after he takes the center pawn, and let's say I castle and castles, the position just looks crazy. What the heck is going on, right? Like, I'm trying to figure out what's the best move here. I feel like his rook could take advantage of this semi-open file. If my bishop moves, bishop has this, so I have to spend a move moving my king, maybe. It's, you know, maybe I come here to try to trade stuff off, but then knight g4, he could just ignore it. It just looks crazy. I guess it's hard to win back these pawns. I'm not good enough to really understand all the implications of this position. But he takes with the bishop instead of the knight, which allows me to take, and if he took here, then everything is good. Because after takes, I can take, knight protects it, everything's fine. I could even castle and then take. So there's all these kind of ideas. So anyway, the game went like this instead, or like this. He took, I took, he took, I took, and I basically analyzed, okay, if he takes, I take back, and this is going into a drawn endgame maybe. But then he comes in with this check. I move to the side. Now this is crazy. I was analyzing this. Apparently this is an inaccuracy because he could do some work on the semi-open c file. So something like this. Bishop comes here. Queen trying to trade. Queen comes here. And now look at this. Oh, I'm sorry. It's maybe the rook comes in later. It's not the semi-open c file. It's the battery that looks here, and then the rook is forced to kind of defend. So instead of doing things that way, computer likes pinning the rook to itself, right? You might think like, isn't this terrible? Well, this now doesn't work. But the reason why this looks scary to me is, I mean, the rook is just pinned, right? Like, what if he tries to attack? Actually, that's a checkmate. Takes, and rook takes, back rank mate. What was the thing I was looking at here? I actually looked at this before. So bishop f5, h4. I actually saw h4 as a move later. And the idea here is that you could basically push the queen away in some of these lines, I think. Oh wow, this actually traps everything. So a very interesting position. I was looking at something else, which is kind of funny. I already forgot. But the idea is that the rook is better suited here, and you could push the queen off of the diagonal, I guess. Oh, I think I remember now. I was looking at if this, right, a similar position, and I try to go for the trade, and he tries to create this kind of idea again. Now it doesn't work because knight g3 attacks the bishop, the rook is defending, and our bishop is opening up, and everything is finally going good for us. There's no pin. We could basically push the queen off the diagonal. I think that's the idea. But anyway, after all that, I play this, and then I'm like, what? Sacks the bishop. I calculate some stuff. I understand he has some knight checks, but my queen covers that. And if he trades queens, then my king is pretty safe. And there are no like discovered attacks on any pieces and stuff. I just take. He comes in with this check, which I saw. And I'm like, okay, I can just go c1. Like, this is not a threat. This is not a threat because I have knight c3. And this I calculated in my head. And he doesn't have b5 because I could just take. And if he tries to set up b5... well, that takes so long that I just assumed that I could get into a better position. I mean, right away, I just see this move, right? And if he does something like this, maybe I have this, and I'm just... this is probably not even that bad for my pieces, right? I'm putting a lot of pressure on the position. Actually, this is a mate in 6, apparently, which is quite interesting. I would probably play this, and that's just a mate already. So... a lot of interesting stuff. He moves the knight aside, but I mean, I could just take it, and then he resigns. Like, this is just like, maybe he could have done something more interesting, but there's no sack either. The queen could just take, and this doesn't work. And if he tries to cover for that, I could just move the queen, or what can I do here? I could probably just attack the queen here. So this attack doesn't matter because takes, and now I'm just win. Anyway, that was the game. I only gained like 6 rating points because it was against a lower rated player. But hopefully we could win our game. And we're going to play a 10-minute game, not a 30-minute game again. And let's get started. Okay, wow. We're versing a 1900 rated player from Iran. Wow. That's Iran's flag? Iran's flag? I didn't know that. Okay, we're going to go into the Pierts. Also, this is, I think, the first YouTube video was from this guy. Or maybe that's just a different guy. He looks like the guy who made the first YouTube video. Anyway, let's go into the Pierts. All of this is normal stuff so far. Okay. Austrian is still a possibility. Also, queen coming here looks like it's going to happen. Okay. So he goes into the classical variation. I could just castle here. I'm tempted to go c5, takes, queen here with the idea to put pressure here. Also, it looks like he might queenside castle. So it looks fun to do this. But of course, he has this bishop development move. And it could get messy. So let's just castle first. And then go for... Yeah, and then go for c5 here. Again, takes here. Actually, I don't think it works here. We can't take because then the queen. Yeah, let's just go here. Take, if take, we have this move. So that doesn't look bad. Take, take, take. Let's do it. That looks crazy. I mean, first of all, we have this fork. I think that's just a blunder. What the heck? So we have this fork winning a rook. We also have this, and if takes, check, here, check, here, check. A lot of checks. The fork wins a rook, though. That looks smarter. I mean, this wins a pawn and a nice position. This wins a rook. It does win a rook, right? If the bishop develops, does it have any space to develop to? That's frightening. Not really. I mean, the other idea is we even have this. We could put so much pressure. We could even come bishop here. Oh, I'm actually tempted not to take the rook. Is that crazy? Oh, he would like to chat. Let's see what he says. Black queen, take rook. He put 2 emojis of a black queen and a white rook. Oh, he's actually helping me. He says the white rook comes to d5, right? If I come here, he has this d5 move. Actually, I didn't see that. Why is he helping me? And he's saying to take the knights, maybe. Here, rook comes here. This guy's playing mind games on me, man. And then handshake. What? Oh, is there a checkmate here? Is there a checkmate there? I'm so confused. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop comes out. I think is good. Yeah, if the rook comes and attacks our queen, I'm not sure. What if we go bishop e6? So if knight takes... No, that doesn't make sense. Let's just take the knight. Oh, that's what he was saying. This would be the... What if we come in with the check? He didn't see that move. Ha ha ha! He didn't see that move. And now we might have a draw. Check if pawn takes. Jack. No, it's a little bit hard. Check, pawn takes. Jack. I mean, I think this is my only move. Wait, also, don't I have rook e8? No, because if queen takes and I go king f8, he just takes checkmate. I think pawn just takes. Queen gives a check. King here. And then I lose. What a pee-pee butt, though, for saying that stuff. But yeah, I think this is still completely lost. I had a chance, though. I had a chance. I just messed it up. I think the queen coming in and the knight coming in... I could have calculated something. I didn't calculate well. I think his messages got in my head. Or I'm just bad, you know, which is fine. But after pawn takes, do I have any move? Do I have, like, sack the queen? Give a check with the bishop? Maybe I do, actually. Play, bro. I will draw at the end of the game. He just said that, but it's his turn. What? I'm so confused. What is this guy saying? He thinks it's my turn? Did you understand? What? What a troll. What a meanie butt. What a poo-poo head. I think sacking my queen is the only option. Right? Because if I give this check, he goes away. And nothing happens. I think I have to sack my queen. Or I could just take the knight, actually. Or maybe I should have taken the knight here. Takes. And then get my knight to safety. That would have been better. I didn't even, like, think about that. I think I'm gonna lose that pawn anyway. I gotta develop my pieces. So let's go here. You could probably even sack his rook. That's a smart move. I mean, do I have anything? I guess this move. I don't know. What a nice move. Takes. Check, right? I mean, this is lost. This is lost. I want to look at where I messed up without the computer. So normally I would play c6 here, but I've been getting kind of ballsy and playing c5 lately. Now here, I thought I had a nice plan coming here, but then he like taunted me. And I really shouldn't have looked at his message. But maybe I should have played bishop here to put pressure here. And here the idea is if he comes here, obviously I just take, so he wouldn't do that. And if he takes here, my idea was just to go like blitzkrieg mode. But I mean, again, he just threatens mate, and I don't have enough horsepower to deliver to do anything. Actually, yeah, I don't, because if I do something like this and he comes here, maybe it starts getting interesting actually. But no, now I don't have the knight to protect this. So the fact that he could threaten checkmate so quickly is kind of fascinating actually. So here I thought for a long time and I still couldn't find the right answer. Again, I think maybe bishop here or even here would have been better. Something like this. And I could take obviously. And if he takes here, maybe the idea... Oh, this is just really hard, huh? I wanted this. Takes. And then I have this move. And I thought this is winning. Yeah, this is even, apparently. So I saw this. But again, he could just ignore it, right? Which is what he did. It's a very fascinating position. I mean, technically, couldn't I have just came here? No, what am I saying? Then he takes. What did I have here? Maybe after the castle, bishop here. But if takes, we have takes. And if here, we have here. No, we have here. So now we have an escape square. This doesn't come with mate. And if he tries to come here, we have this. Maybe there's something else I'm missing here, but this looks winning. For him, apparently, because queen f6 I didn't see. Okay, well, let's see what the review says about... He played with 99.8% accuracy, so my man was super prepared against my line, I'm guessing, or has been cheating. I don't like to say that people are cheats, but why would he tell me, hey, I'm gonna draw against you, bro? Kind of a weird thing to say. And my man's rapid rating has been 1460 and then out of nowhere shot up to 1900. What? Played only like 20 games. Is this like some GM's account or something? Like they just made another account? Like what is this? I mean, it's a game I could learn from, which is nice. I'm looking at his other games here, you know? My man is playing like amazingly. Yeah, I feel like this is someone else's account. But he tried to go for the same thing, knight and queen attack. Anyway. I'm not going to start analyzing all his games, but it's kind of funny that he played with 99% accuracy against me, so I got kind of unlucky, I guess. Let's see what happened. Oh, wow, so c5 was correct. c5 was the best move in this position, but then computer says I'm completely losing. Bro, computer, what? I don't understand how it works. Oh, a5 was the mistake. Here, takes, and it's kind of neutral. And yeah, I thought, you know, I thought this and then this. And this is completely winning. But because it opens up my bishop, I'm attacking here, but my opponent didn't go for that. And here I thought I could obviously do this. Now, my best move here was bishop e6, I guess, to develop another piece and not let the queen get in with the knight here. Which, you know, I've actually had a game before where I lost because of allowing my opponent to do something like this. But I was just so confident in my strategy. Oh, this was the best move, okay. That I went for this. And computer, yeah, you see I said this would have been better. Still, actually, material-wise pretty equal, which is really funny. I wonder if let's say he just traded everything, right? This is actually not completely terrible. Okay, computer says it is, but you know, I'm not a computer. Material-wise, it's equal, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I think it was too late here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Before we finish, though, I just want to see what was my best move again? Takes, just trade everything. Is this opening that bad that there must have been a better set of moves? Like the fact that everything here was good until queen a5, kind of troubling. Anyway, I mean, it was a good thing to understand, right? If takes, aren't I just down a pawn? But apparently it's okay. Knight c6 is what I would play. Let's say bishop here. Knight d7. I don't think I would play knight d7. That just looks crazy. Knight c6 is what I would play. Let's say bishop here. Knight d7. I don't think I would play knight d7. That just looks crazy. Wow. What a crazy looking game. Jesus. Anyway. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I didn't go crazy today because it's actually an interesting game, and you know, how can I complain for an interesting game? If you watched this far, say Japanese because this says stuff in Japanese. It says pocket monsters and other stuff I don't feel like saying right now. I hope you guys have a great one. Bye bye.